Hello, this is Cedric West. I am the owner of CS West and Associates PA. I am a certified public accountant as well as a QuickBooks Online Pro Advisor, and I offer QuickBooks solutions and business consulting to businesses across the United States. And today we're going to talk about estimates. So if you create estimates, bids, quotes, or proposals to your prospects or customers, then you could use the QuickBooks feature estimates to do so. And let's go ahead and get started and I can show you how to do that. So first thing first, if you do call estimates something different, for example, if you call estimates a bid or if you call estimates a quote, you could change that language to your lingo and I can show you how to do that. So you're going to select the gear icon. You're going to select where it says custom form styles. And as soon as that loads up, you're going to select right here where it says new style. Select where it says estimate. So in this case, you could change virtually everything about the estimate that you're going to send out from the design. You could change the colors. You could change the font. You could add your logo on it. Um, you could go to the content. You could change the content. Uh, the information at the top. You could change the information in the middle and the information at the bottom. Emails. Do you want a standard email, for example? You can change the subject. You can change the greeting. You can change from dear to, full name. You have different salutations here, the company name, the display name, and you can customize your message to the customer. And as well, you can add in the payments. Now, this is for the invoice. If you want to add in the payments or the credit card information, you can do so at this moment. But in order to change the name, we're going to go where it says content. We're going to select the pencil icon here to edit it. You have your information, phone number. If you want to add your phone number to the estimate, it's probably a good idea to do so. You can add your website and address, especially if you're going to send it via email. You could add those information on there. But what we're going to do is change this word estimate to bid. I like to call it a bid. And this for this sample purposes, we like to call it a bid. I select done. So as soon as that loaded up, now you can see right here that I made this edit at 7/14/2018. The form type is the estimate. And if I need to, I could go ahead and edit that form again. So to create the actual estimate, we're going to select the plus icon, select estimate. You're going to choose your customer. In this case, I'm choosing Amy. Always double check. Just always double check your estimates, double check your customer's information. Sometimes things change. You may have the old information in there. So it's best practice to make sure the information, especially the name of their business, if they did a name change, make sure that the email that you're sending it to is to the correct person. Or if you want to send it at a later date, you can. You can choose that option. Make sure the billing address is correct and the estimate date. And says since today is 7/14, I have the estimate date and then what's the expiration date as well. Sometimes if I send out an estimate, I like to send out the estimate and then maybe 7 days later it's going to expire at this price. Then what I'm going to do, what's the service date? If I have a service date or you can change or excuse me, the service date can also be when you're planning on, if you do have a service, when you planning on starting the actual service so that they know for their purposes and for your purposes as well. After you had your consultation with them, after they accepted the estimate, for example, we're going to go ahead and get started on the 23rd. So that's our estimate date. For example, we have a product or service that you could choose. And if you do sell I want to go back a little bit. If you do sell a product, this could be your date where you promise to ship out the products if they accepted the estimate as well. So you could use this column for that purpose. So for example, what I chose was the concrete, and this is concrete for a fountain installation. So it's one. So normally I charge $1,000 for that, and it's going to show up the amount. And remember, if this is taxable, make sure that this box is selected taxable. If not, just deselect this box, then you won't see the taxes being applied. But for this case, since it's concrete, it's material, and for my purposes and for this purpose, I want to show you that it is taxable. And then you have the option to select, is it in California or is it in a certain state, whatever state that you choose, and you set it up through the sales tax module, excuse me, it will populate here. So in this case, I'm going to keep it at California. It's at 8%. It's $80. And you have this option to use a discount percentage. For example, I like to give a 2% discount if they accept it or whatever promotion that I have going on. And you can see the total estimate amount change. If I take this out, it's $1,080. But if I put in the 2%, it's $1,060. Now, you may see this icon here. What I call it the switcheroo. So this is if you want the taxes to be applied first and then the discount. However, if you want the discount to be applied first and then the taxes, you can see if I do it the other way, how that will affect the pricing of that. So let's go ahead and choose that option. And as you can see, if I do the discount first and then apply the taxes, I will receive $1,058.40. But if I apply the taxes first and then the discount percentage, it'll be $1,060. You can add in additional product or services. Make sure you select, and if you do that, make sure you select if they are taxable or not. You could edit the message displayed on the estimate. You can edit the memo for your purposes. And if you need to attach any attachments or documentation that you need for this estimate, you can go ahead and do so. So for this example, I don't need to attach anything. Memo ABC XYZ. Normally you would select save and send, but for this purpose, I'm just going to select save. Now do remember when you select save and send, they do have the option to accept the estimate or reject the estimate. And this is what this is here. This is the estimate status. So close out of that. Now, when you open up an invoice, and I'm going to show you that after you create the estimate and save the estimate, you're going to, and then if they end up accepting the estimate, you could go ahead and create the invoice. You choose Amy's Birds, and now you will see here on the right hand column the estimate that I have created. So I go ahead and select add. Again, even though you have done this already, just double check everything. Make sure the customer numbers, you make sure that you send the invoice to the right customer, the right email address, billing address, the terms, the invoice date, due date, things of that nature. And the information here is correct. And so after you have populated the estimate into the invoice, you can see here that this is one linked transaction. You can see that this is the estimate. You do have the option to remove it if it does not pertains to, if the estimate does not pertain to this particular invoice. So you do have the option to remove it. So after you select a customer, after you review everything, and to make sure that it's okay, you could go ahead and select save and send. And then after that, everything will populate, and the customer will be able to go on there and make the payment to the invoice. And that's it, you're done. And if you have any additional questions or concerns that you have, please contact me via email, and I'll be glad to help. Thank you.